Embarrassing. That's how Michael Owen has described critics who argue Manchester United's problems are down to Ruben Amorim's refusal to change formation. He suggests there are much bigger issues than choosing to play a back three. Well, it's been well documented how much Amorim has stuck with his favoured 3-4-2-1 system at Old Trafford, but the results just haven't backed it up. He's won 19 of his 50 games in charge in all competitions. And this is what Michael Owen's had to say. It's embarrassing if you're going to say the main reason for the downturn is because they play a back three. I mean, it really isn't. They could go to a back four and play as bad as they did under Ten Hag. Then the screams would be equally as loud.
Pundits having a go at pundits for all having an opinion. We could go around in circles here, couldn't we? Look, I sort of agree with Michael Owen in that, you know, all the problems at Manchester United, and of course there do seem to be a lot of them, they're not all down to the fact that they play with a back three. I mean, you know, not helping themselves, and Amorim hasn't helped himself at all. But yeah, look, I think every Manchester United fan, while they are getting really frustrated and angry with the situation and the performances and the results, and their manager's stubbornness over these tactics, I don't think that's the only reason why Manchester United are in an absolute state at the moment.
Despite Amorim's struggles since joining United, Owen did say he had sympathy for the United boss and the constant scrutiny, admitting it will have an effect on the squad. In a separate interview, Owen added, "They're driving cars to training, putting the radio on, they sit at home in the lounge with the TV on, they read social media. They can do all these things. If you're interested in football, you can't get away from what people are thinking and saying about it. Whether footballers should be swayed by those comments or impacted by them, that's a different argument. But I've got no doubt that people will watch and will listen to people they probably respected and thought were great players growing up."
I am of the school of thought that if you tell players that something's in their heads, then it'll be in their heads. It's like if you tell players that they're playing too many games, they might get tired. They'll get tired. So I don't know what benefit there was in Ruben saying that a couple of weeks ago, that he thought the opinions of pundits were getting the players' heads. Look, we all seem to talk about Manchester United. It probably tells us a lot about Manchester United and how they are stuck in this kind of cycle of self-harm. There are many reasons for it. They've made some very bad decisions at the top. They've appointed the wrong managers and they've got some very average players. It's not a great combination. So if you want to pick apart what's wrong with Manchester United, you can dive into any of those. You can dive into any of those things. Is Ruben Amorim's system a part of it? Well, he is the manager. And he's been there almost a year now, and as much as we kind of like him as a bloke, it's hard to say he's done a particularly good job. You could argue he's quite fortunate to still be in the job. You can certainly say he's fortunate to be promised another 3 years, like it was by Jim Ratcliffe a couple of days ago.